Hi collectors, this isn't really an unboxing as I've already opened it, but it's a very cool item so I thought I'd show you. Hopefully I'll be able to do videos on more of my collection as I get time to make them. So let's take a look. Okay, so this looks like a black and white MAD or a reproduced MAD. But what it actually is it's a pitch document created by Hanna Barbera Productions in order to try to sway Mad magazine to make a TV show similar to what the Mad cartoon ended up becoming. So some really odd things here. You have Yogi Bear, and you have the ranger who's been shot and tied to the front of the car, and obviously it's been shot by Alfred, and Yogi's giving him money. You've got Don Martin, Dave Berg, and the usual gang of idiots. Obviously some jokes here such as Alfred E Neuman's toothbrush being the barcode. We have Hanna Barbera Productions, Super Special Winter of 1985. Mad Super Special $1.50 Winter 1985 Super Special. And Hanna Barbera Productions Inc. with their logo. So my understanding is they did actually make a TV show that never got released. I'll link it in the description if it's still available. It's got some interesting stuff in it, so let's have a look. You've just got a replication of the front cover. You've got Hanna Barbera Presents a Mad Look At presentation for a bizarre new show. July 3, 1985, Hanna Barbera Productions Inc. and number 6. I'm pretty sure that number 6 is handwritten, so that says to me that there was 6 copies or more handed out at this pitch. I may be completely wrong about this, but this is my theory anyway. You've got an introduction to Hanna Barbera's A Mad Look At, and that's the working title. Mad magazine has been an institution in American pop culture literature for nearly 30 years. Its readers range in age from early teens through young adults and older. This is the magazine with which the baby boom generation grew up. Known for its satirical nothing is sacred humour, its classic cartoons by America's zaniest and most popular cartoonists, recurring features such as A Lighter Side Of, Spy vs Spy, movie and TV spoofs, things we'd like to see, and hilarious articles and short stories, Mad is surely America's favourite humour magazine. With a circulation of over 2 million copies monthly, not to mention 2 or 3 widely read special editions each year, and dozens of paperback collections on the market, Mad has a wide, loyal and growing audience. Demographics indicate that more than 85% of the general population is familiar with the magazine and has read it and knows the character Alfred E Neuman, Mad's dopey-faced mascot. More impressive is the fact a staggering 95% of our primary target audience, early teens through young adult, knows and is familiar with Mad magazine and Alfred E Neuman. So this is why I think it's a pitch from Hanna Barbera. Obviously there's Hanna Barbera on the front, but it's also got in here our primary target audience. So that's saying that, you know, it's from Hanna Barbera. It's got a Sergio Aragonés marginal down the bottom. So it's got Hanna Barbera in close working association with the magazine staff will faithfully bring the lunacy and fun of Mad magazine to television in an innovative, sharp-edged comedy magazine format that will be a breakthrough show for prime time with a heavy emphasis on visual humour. The show will incorporate Mad's most successful recurring features and departments, including contributions from the magazine's all-time favourite artists and writers, in a crisp, fast-paced package designed not only to appeal to young viewers traditionally disposed to animation, but also the adult audience that grew up with Mad. In order to capture the true dementia of the magazine, Hanna-Barbera's Mad Show will be built around the thematic animated segments designed by such Mad regulars as Don Martin, Sergio Aragonés, Dave Berg, Larry Siegel, Don Doherty and others. The show will be organised into departments that will parallel the format and style of the magazine. The most important of these departments will include the Don Martin department, Berg's Eye View department, Joke and Dagger department, which is Spy vs Spy, Movie Spoof department, Everything You've Ever Wanted to Know About department, the Lighter Side department, and the Things You'd Like to See department. Goes through a little bit about Alfred E Neuman, and it says here that Alfred will be played like Disney's Goofy in the old Disney Goofy Looks At shorts. He will never speak dialogue, but will only react with characteristic vacant facial expressions and shrugs. Once in a while, perhaps he might let out a shriek or a yell, or perhaps even a crazed cackle. Alfred will generally appear at the beginning and end of the show, or at the most unexpected times as visual punch to button a gag, wrap a skit, or get us to a commercial, etc. So it says here the sample show format overview. We will open the show with a teaser featuring Alfred E Neuman that sets the theme for the show. Humour will be hard-edged and contemporary in the same arena as SCTV, Saturday Night Live, Bizarre, not necessarily the news, etc. The main body of the show will interweave animated pieces revolving around the theme, a mad look at getting around, a mad look at St. Valentine's Day and romance, a mad look at entertainment, and so on. The show will conclude with a mad movie or TV send-up parodying a well-known feature film or network series that more or less epitomises and resolves the show's premise. Finally, Alfred E Neuman will wrap the whole thing with a last zinger of a gag, and we're done. So it goes through each of the different areas. So obviously I won't read through it all because it's quite a lengthy book. But as you can see here, it puts out different ideas. So it goes through a script of sorts. It's talking a 30-minute show format. So it's also peppered with photostats or photocopies of Mad magazine, and it's got the number of the Mad, I assume, there as well. So it has a lot of art from different artists. The Spy vs Spy. Then it goes on to the next part of the show. So here are some of the ideas that they had. So that's it really. I think it's quite an interesting piece of mad history. I don't think very many of these would exist. In some ways I don't think people would want them to exist, with Alfred having murdered the Ranger on the front cover. But overall I think this is a really rare item. And essentially I just took a chance on it because I saw a very blurry photo. I didn't really know what it was. I thought this was just weird. And snapped it up, and it's a cool item to add to the collection. If you can let me know in the comments whether you'd like to see other long format videos, that'd be good. I haven't been buying a huge amount of things, so most likely it'll be that I can go through older parts of my collection. Some of those are pretty cool, so that might be worth a look. Anyway, just interact in the comments and I'll reply when I have a chance. Thanks for watching.